Girl, her girlfriend went for that damn gun because she thinking that her friend Michelle is gonna back her up. Killed her dead. Deaded it. I was like, oh snap. All right, y'all. Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for season 1. Quick thoughts on the TV series 3%. Porcento. It's a Netflix original. And let me tell y'all how much I love this show. I have been talking about it for over a year. Yeah, because I was wondering when the hell they was going to bring it back. And I was like, why are they taking so long to bring it back? My laptop is not turning on. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And they finally brought it back. It is starting tonight. If you love TV shows with a dystopian future, this is the one that you should be watching. This show is Hunger Games on crack. It's what Hunger Games should have been. And I love me some Hunger Games. I'm telling y'all. Okay, so this is a Brazilian show. So on Netflix, it is in Portuguese, but you can change the voiceovers to English speaking characters. I don't want to. I love it in Portuguese. It gives it so much more depth to have them speak in their own natural language. Let me tell you something. I'm going to first give you like the main characters. We have Michelle. I want to say it's kind of like an orphaned girl. She was being taken care of by her brother, but her brother ended up going through the process, and I'll get to what the process is in a minute. And he died, or he made it through, or what have you, through the process. Her brother died. Her brother got killed. She is like out here on her own pretty much. She got a best friend that's going through the process with her. Then we have Fernando. Fernando is our disabled candidate. I guess I do need to stop there. Basically what happens on this show is that you have the dystopian future. It's like what everything is fucked up. It's like a futuristic thing where there's so much extreme fucked upness. That's what this is. And so you have where these people come from is like the slums. Okay. And in order to get out of the slums, when they turn 21, they all go through what they call the process. The process, like I said, is Hunger Games on crack. Where you got to go through all these different games and rituals to see if you are an elite person, someone worthy enough to go over to these other lands. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name of that other land. Hold on. I can't think of the other place. My eyes are watering. Sorry, I got allergies this morning. I can't think of the name of the other place right now, but we gonna get to it. By the time the season 2 start tonight, we gonna get to it. So anyway, they got to go over to this place, and in this new world, this grand new world, everything is perfect. There's no illnesses. There's no crime. You know, I think people live long lives too there. You know, it's the perfect world. Everything's, you ain't got to work for money because money is just given to you. It's just a perfect world. So everybody wants to get out of the slums to go over to this perfect world, but you got to go through the process. And only 3% of candidates make it. Hence the title, 3%. So let me go back to our character list. So we got Fernando. Fernando, like I said, is in a wheelchair, and he's typically not the type of person you think that can make it through the process. But if he makes it through the process, he'll be able to walk again. They're going to be doing some magnificent shit to give him back his leg. He's been paralyzed all his life, but he'll be able to walk again if he gets through the process. You know, the magic of medicine. Okay, so then we have, who's our next person? So I got Michelle, we got Fernando, then we have the candidates, Raphael. Raphael, he's just, the show likes to make him look like the asshole. That's basically the best way I can explain him. He's a know-it-all, he's a hard ass, he's kind of like a badass at the same time. And really, Raphael don't belong. Raphael done stole somebody else's identity chip. They are chipped in the back of their ear to identify who they are. They tag like dogs and shit like that. You know, when you go get your dog and your cat chip, they microchip underneath their skin. That's exactly what they do right behind their ear so they can identify who they are. Well, Raphael done stole somebody's. He done tried to make it through the process before and then failed. So he done stole somebody else's chip so he could be identified as a new person. Then we got Joanna. Joanna is my favorite fucking character. And it's not just because she's the black girl. Because they have a very, very, very diverse cast on her. I love it. They have our more European looking Brazilians. They have our more Afrocentric Brazilians. And everybody in her together. It's just love. Well, it ain't love. This ain't nothing lovely about none of this shit here. But yes, I love the diversity that we have. Like, I think Michelle's best friend is a biracial girl. I love this. I absolutely love this. So, yeah. Raphael done snuck his way into the process again. So, but Joanna is definitely an orphan. She lived on the streets. She is running away from somebody that's trying to kill her. Okay, but it's time for her to go through the process. So Joanna has to make it. There is no way around it. Because if she don't, the people that's looking for her is going to kill her. Because Joanna killed somebody before she came in there. But she killed somebody to save and protect herself and another person. That's what she did. It was a life or death situation. But the person she killed was the wrong motherfucker. He was one of them big wigs. That's who she killed. Okay, so then we have Mateus. Mateus is the privileged white boy, so to speak. His family comes from money. All his family has made it through the process. So there's no way that he's not going to make it through the process too. It's like in his blood to make it through the process. Then we got Ezekiel. Ezekiel is the one who is over the process. This is his program. He's the head man in charge. He's running shit. But Ezekiel got a crazy past too. He got a crazy past too. What is the name of the place where these people go live once they make it through the process? Because his wife is working over there, and she wants to be in the process with him, part of the program. Then we have Alina. Alina is the one that's sent by the council to oversee the process this year, because the council members want to overthrow Ezekiel. They want to run the program the way they want to. So Alina is put there to oversee it. Basically, she coming for Ezekiel's job. That's what she really want to do. Nair is basically the councilwoman who is on Ezekiel's side. So she trying to make sure he make moves all up into that joint to keep everything the way that it is. Then you have, who else we got? Raphael. Julia, that's Ezekiel's wife. Cassia is Ezekiel's security. Bitch is bad as a motherfucker. She is gangster with all her gangsterisms. I want to say Octavio. We have a group called The Cause. Okay, The Cause, I believe it's run by Octavio, if I remember his name. The offshore is where they go live once they get through the process. Oh my goodness, Lord Jesus. So I think Octavio, if I'm not mistaken, is the one who is the leader of The Cause. The Cause is the one that's against the whole idea of the process. Like, he believes that everybody should have the right to live as they're doing on the offshore, and so he wants to take them down. He wants to take them down. Basically, he's the rebellion, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we learn in season 1, like I said, just from the jump, that Michelle is part of The Cause. And Cassia get word that they have sent a mole to infiltrate the process, this system. So their goal is try to figure out who the hell is the doggone The Cause member. And so at one point they call Michelle and her best friend in. They suspecting it's one of them two. And it's Michelle, But Michelle got to cover her ass. Oh, my girl, she ended up getting her best friend killed. I know she feel bad, but she like, I'd be alive myself right now. Because the best friend was freaking out. And the way that they were looking at it, like whichever one was reacting a certain way based off of their process, then they are the ones who is the guilty party, baby. Michelle talked to her best friend and said, like, we finna get these bitches. We gonna get them ourselves. We gonna take them out before they take us out, because they're not gonna believe us anyway. Girl, her girlfriend went for that damn gun because she thinking that her friend Michelle is gonna back her up. Killed her dead. Deaded it. I was like, oh snap. Well, anyway, to go through the process, you got to go through, like, first you go through a series of questions. And the questions, they trying to break you. They trying to see if you go, what's your purpose of really coming here for? Like, when they went through Michelle's, they was like, okay, are you just coming here so you can look for your boyfriend? And she's like, no, I'm not even attached to him. They want you to have, detach yourself from your past, because once you go through the process, you ain't never going back. You ain't gonna never see these family members again. So if your family members are over 21, they've already tried to make it through here and didn't. They didn't have the ability to. So they still stuck in the slums for the rest of their life. So once you make it through here, you ain't gonna never, ever, ever see them again. If you got members that's under 21, they have to make it through the process for you to see them again. Okay. And being that nobody comes back, ain't nobody really sure, what opportunities lie for them in the process. They really don't know if everything that they're being promised is truthful. Okay. So they go through the first little interviewing session, and I want to say, what's the guy named Alexander? I think his name was. This guy, Alexander, had basically made it through the interview process, but he wanted to keep talking. You know how when you ask somebody a question and they got to give you a whole story behind it, but that's all you wanted was the answer, yes or no. And the lady was like, okay, you good? And he was like, no, let me explain. She's like, you done talked your ass out of going through the process because you talk too damn much. So he couldn't take it, Alejandro. He could not take it. Baby, that boy jumped off that 3-story balcony landing, killed himself dead. I mean, people were flipping out if they could not go through the process, because life in the slums was so hard and degrading. You never know when you was going to get food, because they controlled everything. The government controlled where your food came from, whether you had baths, because Joanna's question, they was like, well, when is the last time that you had a bath? Because they trying to see what's a luxury to her, what things that she think is needy. And she like, I don't remember the last time I had a bath. But she said, because I don't remember the last time I had a need to waste water. You know what I'm saying? So Joanna was hitting the points. They was asking all the questions. Joanna, they was trying to get under her skin when she was going through her interview process. And, she was coming back at them. And so one of the dudes was like, you got a smart damn mouth. We got people trying to come in here that's trying to get in here, and you talking your way out of it. And basically she said, well, I don't believe that the people in the process want punks. That's basically what she said. Got her ass on in the door. The dude Ezekiel loves him some Joanna. So like I said, after they go through the interview process, there's so many different stages that they got to go through. The first one is kind of like a mind game. They got to do they got blocks of cubes in front of them, and they got to come up with 9 blocks before this little timer run out. So the timer start on the table. Everybody start building. Of course, Fernando can't reach the fucking table because he's in a wheelchair. So Michelle helps him out, gives him some blocks. By the time, so once the little red dot come into your section, if you ain't got them 9 blocks, you out the door. So by the time he got ready to come around to Raphael only had 8. Raphael looked over, stole the cube from the guy next to him. Bam! That red dot hit that dude on the cube. You out, bruh. You out. And everybody like, what the fuck? You cheated. You grabbed his shit. Well, the way that Ezekiel look at, you gonna get here by any means necessary. If you really want to come to the process, you gonna get in here. So everybody is mad as fuck at Raphael because he cheated. And Raphael said, well, why the fuck didn't y'all say something? Why didn't y'all do nothing? Everybody that was in that room, y'all watched me do it. But y'all didn't say a word to help back that man up. So, they whooped his ass. They whooped his ass good in that first episode. Joanna, badass, her ass had like 11 blocks. She was like, bitch, what? Don't fucks with me. Then they had to go through, well, they put them all in a room, and they were giving food for so much, and every hour, the amount of food that they got depleted, and they had to keep rolling these dice. Baby, you had to get up out of there. And the only way to get up out of there is if you could like move the wheels at the same time. So they sent all the strong guys, and they ended up locking all the strong guys on one side and all the people who had the food who was kind of weak on the other side. It was do or die. They ended up having to murder each other and drag just so you could survive. Joanna, my motherfucking girl, she said, fuck that. The slot where the little food was coming down, she crawled her ass up and through there to the beginning. She said, I'm going to figure out where the fuck the food is coming from. She made her way all the way up there, and she was in Ezekiel's office, and he was like, look at you, girl. She ended up having steaks and eggs and all that shit. She was eating motherfucking good. But Ezekiel's like, I know you. I see you. I see you, girl. I know what the hell you did. I know who the hell is after you and this, that, and the third. They had to go through another process where they either got all this money given to their family, or but they had to quit if they did that, or their family remained broken in the slums and they make it through the process. So that was Fernando's decision that he had to go through. That was his Fernando gave it up. He was like, look here, my daddy told me to go ahead and go through this process. This is for me to do. Daddy was mad because Fernando was going to pick the money. Fernando wanted the damn money, and he was like, I need to take care of my daddy. I will survive. I will sit in this chair the rest of my life. But that ain't what he really wanted. What he really wanted to do is get to walk. He wanted to walk again. So, in the end, he made the right decision. We come to find out. So, I think on Raphael's case, he had to figure out how to turn 2 switches on at the same time on opposite sides of the room. But since he ostracized himself, nobody wants to help him. And as the time runs out, I think he could possibly die and get kicked out as well if he don't die. Well, we learn in this moment, Raphael is also part of the cause. I was like, oh my God. Now, Joanna been peeping that ass the whole time. She didn't want to realize that he wasn't supposed to be in there in the first place. I think he took his brother's chip. Or he took another man's chip and embedded it in himself. And Joanna had already been peeping this game. So she been keeping her eye on him. So, yeah, when she realized that he was part of the cause, she was like, I ain't gonna switch because snitch on you. We need friends. But like I said, there was so much other stuff going on. Even Ezekiel got a whole motherfucking kid out in the damn slums that he been feeding and take care of. Where did this kid come from, Ezekiel? I'm curious. Where does kid come from? I think they explained it, but I don't remember because his wife, Julia wanted to have another kid, and something happened with Julia. But Julia ended up going crazy and almost killing herself. So they took her out of the process and stuck her ass on offshore, and she walked her ass into that damn river. That just set Ezekiel off. That set Ezekiel off. But this particular year, the reason why Alina was so important is because for the first time ever, somebody on the offshore was murdered. So because somebody was murdered, now they're looking at the process, which is Ezekiel's program, to figure out what the fuck did he do wrong? How the hell did this person get through? Because murder don't happen around here, these parts. So that's why they explaining to Ezekiel, that's why Alina is there. But Alina's really there because she's working for Mateus. Is it Mateus? Oh my God. She's working for Mateus. The rich guy is not Mateus. Oh, what is the rich guy's name? Is he Octavio? He might be. I think he's Octavio. I might have switched their 2 names up. But watch tonight. Y'all will figure this shit out. He dead anyway. The rich guy is dead. He got killed in that episode with the fight scene where they had to fight for each other's life. Like I said, I wasn't trying to make this a full doggone review. But basically, Michelle, Fernando, and who else? Michelle, Fernando, Raphael. They all made it through. They always were going to make it through the cause. But something happened with Joanna and Fernando that now they are kicked out of the process. And, which, Fernando really wanted the legs. He really wanted to walk again. Joanna was running for her life because somebody was trying to kill her. But now they back out in the slums. And they finna join the cause. They finna come back and get the goddamn process. But in the meantime, we got Michelle and Raphael, who are in the cause, have made it over to the process. But what I'm saying is, I think Raphael at this point really wants to be there now. Michelle, on the other hand, is still playing the role. She wants to kill Raphael. She wants to kill Ezekiel. I think that's the way it was playing out for me. But what they had to make a decision on is once you make it through the process, the final step is you have to be sterilized. You can't have any more kids, which is possibly why Ezekiel is hiding that little kid out in the slums. Because once you go through the process and you make it through, you're not allowed to have children anymore. You're supposed to be sterilized. Where you get this baby from, Fernando? Where you get this baby from? And I think Joanna is the one that realizes that he has a kid. So, yeah, that's just my quick thoughts. I absolutely love each and every episode that they went through. There was total of 9 episodes in the first season. It is on Netflix. You can go back to Netflix right now and watch the whole first season. This show is amazing. Season 2 begins tonight, streaming on Netflix, and I am super freaking duper excited, as you can hear it in my voice. I hope that what I was able to give y'all right now got y'all interested enough to watch this show as well. If not interested enough to watch the show, at least watch these reviews. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe so that way you can be part of, my Twisted Lyf family. Comment down in the comment section any thoughts or concerns or questions that you may have. If you're going to watch 3%, hit that thumbs up like button. If you just like this video, like it up. If you think that you like my little orange dress today, hit the thumbs up button. Give me some likes up. Rating the videos help YouTube recognize me in the recommended video section and gets me out there in front of other people to see. And hit that notification bell on the way out so that way you can be notified of every video that I put on this channel. And you can make the decision yourself if you want to watch it or not. But if you don't hit that notification bell, you may miss if it was even uploaded. So I thank y'all for coming back here again. I will see y'all later tonight with the season 2 premiere of 3%, Porcento. Peace.